What's up YouTube, Steven, TheSalonGuy here, and today's video is going to be focused on layering. So it seems like a lot of women love my haircut tutorials based around layers, kind of understanding layering, and it's something I've been seeing, kind of an interesting topic and issue throughout my career. And what's most important is that you find a stylist, and if you're going to someone who doesn't get it, then maybe it's time to switch. And what really is interesting is the amount of comments that I get and random emails and people try to call me just saying, I can't find anyone who cuts hair like you. And I say, first of all, I really have no control over that. And I've, dedicated my whole career for the most part, to learning how to cut hair. I've had extensive training. I have a very simplistic approach when it comes to layering. All right, the first thing that you need to understand, okay, so if you're a professional watching this, this is gonna be a little bit of some education for you guys. If you're a client watching this, it's gonna give you a better understanding of what's happening when it comes to your layers, right? So let's kind of zoom in a little bit and start to break this down. So layers are designed to remove weight, to give movement into the hair, and they can be very, very beneficial for most scenarios. The problem is that layers could also be cut very, very poorly, and that can really destroy a potentially awesome haircut. Layers has to have, when you have layers in your hair, it needs to be a good balance of where the layers are starting in conjunction with the length, right? So you see trends with people having, short layers up here and then working in the hair's really, really long, or, a longer type layer that has very, very minimal movement. But essentially what layers are designed to do, when you think of it in a simplistic manner, is that it's just really designed to add movement to the hair. As you can see through this haircut right here, the way I've cut this. And this video is available on my channel in case you're curious. But you see how this all flows back, right? What's important is to understand the haircut itself has to have a core foundation or a base. Right? The base is the length, where the layers are starting, where the face frame is starting, and then the outline. That is the first thing. With my haircuts, I spend a lot of time on just establishing the base here, because my philosophy is that if you cut a good base, it's like a house. It's the foundation of a good haircut. You could actually leave the salon and still have a decent, really, really nice looking haircut, but it won't have the layers throughout the top here, but the foundation is so good that it's still a great start. Now, once you have your length established, which let's talk about for a second. How short should your face frame be, or how short should your layers be? It really depends on you. It depends on your face shape. It depends on how much movement you want. It depends on, do you want hair constantly falling in your face like this? Are you somebody who's always going to be brushing your hair back? If you're somebody who's going to always have the hair going back, with a little bit of spray in it, then anywhere around the top of the lip or just past the nose is a good area. Anytime you get around this area and up, it may be kind of more of a fringe or a bang area. The problem is that if you do have hair that falls around right here, it's going to always fall in your face. So if you're somebody who likes to always brush your hair, back, having shorter layers may not work for you. It will work for you though if it is all blended in and connected. Okay, if you don't have the proper layers, then unfortunately it's all just going to fall this way. You need to have this all worked in with the rest of the haircut, and that's, as I bring this down here a little bit, that's where bringing the hair up, cutting it to have a good balance, making sure it all flows in, that's where the flow is going to happen, and that's where, it's not going to be super heavy, so the hair will have a lot more movement. Excuse me, I've been sick, so I'm getting over a little bit of congestion here. When you rake your hands through, it's got to have a seamless flow from the very, very front all the way into the back, like this. That's why a lot of my haircuts, I'll name them, very sexy haircut or perfectly blended layers, because that is when the hair is going to do all of what it's supposed to do, meaning give you volume, right? Give you some texture, remove some of the weight. A good layered haircut is really supposed to do a number of things. So it's really important that you find somebody who knows what they're doing. Again, I know it's a challenge sometimes. Cutting your hair at home is something I don't necessarily recommend. Or ladies, you could end up looking like me, all right? I get a lot of people saying that, oh, I cut my hair myself, or I want to cut my hair. I'm not, I'm a professional stylist. I've been doing this for over 20 years. I've invested thousands and thousands of dollars into my career, and I don't really train people to cut hair themselves when I put so much work into this, So if you want to attempt this yourself, you can try it, but I don't really suggest it because it's very, very advanced. So I just wanted to make this video for you guys to help you understand, where you should start the layering. If you want, a little more volume in through here, then that might work too, starting it shorter, right? If you start them a bit longer, if you have a longer face, you want to bring those up a bit. If you have a very long face, you don't want to have layers that really elongate your face, So you really want to create a shape that's going to either camouflage something, hide something, or enhance something. And layers really comes down to having a really good flow. Really is the essential kind of foundation of it. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions about layering, if you have any questions about, or any comments of like, oh, I wish I can, any stories you want to share with me, please engage with me in the comments below. Again, I'm here for you guys. I hope you found this helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time for more videos with the Salon Guy.